Hello, welcome to the 15th episode of the Specter DIY Builder Call. Today it's probably only me, and what we are going to do today is I'm going to show you at first what is necessary for the release, because we are now like really near the next release. And that's the first one I think we are going to do, and then afterwards I think I'm going to show you a little bit about development. So now about testing, because if you want to test, for example, even now this is possible, the new update already, then I want to show you today how you can already do this, so that beta testing is possible. And even for the next updates, you maybe want to already install the firmware for like releases that are not already released. So like for firmwares that is not already released. And I want to show you how this works, that you can already like beta test things. So let's have a look at first at one second. Okay, here's my screen, and this is the planning and execution of a new release. And here is like the plan, what needs to be done for the release and what is necessary. So we are here. And Stepan signed with this. So what was necessary? At first, the current situation is that Stepan is, I'm not sure if he's the only guy, but he is like in control of the releases yet. So he is like allowed to make Specter releases. And as this is like the first release after we received the Specter project from Swan, we need to like hand over the keys from this to make releases, and like the signing key, every version of the Specter DIY hardware wallet has a bootloader, so you can only install, if you have like the update, you can only install the firmware if it's from verified sources, so from Specter. And currently it's only it only works when the update is from Stepan Snigarev, I think, or maybe there's like another person as well, but this is like the current situation. And what will happen with this update, then K9 is also be able to make updates, and I think Mike. And now Stepan Snigarev like handed over, like made this first update where we only hand over the keys, so that K9 and Mike, I think, can make the releases. And this is already signed, so we can have a look here. Where do we have the keys? I'm not completely sure. So maybe I have like the I need to change the, not sure if the title of the live stream is right. wrong title. I need to fix that. Um, okay, so I needed to change the title. Now we have the right title, and we can move forward. Yeah, this is what needs to happen. And yeah, I already tested the new version 1.10.0. It's already out there. Here we just like gave over the keys, and then very soon the version 1.11, I think, or 1.10.32, I don't know exactly the name, but this is also launching very soon. And then we have the new update where we have a couple of cool new things. On the one hand, we have the wallet descriptors of, I think, Liana wallet and Bitcoin Keeper supported. We have nlog and nsec time. We have like the BIP939 password renamed in passphrase. And we have, there's probably very important stuff also. Something about the smart card. And yeah, very important, like the fix of all the QR codes. So then they are like working all properly. You can just plug and play, just put them in and everything works instant. And the M3Y scanner is like better implemented, and the GM35 scanner is better implemented as well. But now I want to show how you can like better test everything. And for this reason, I have prepared this here, because currently if you have like this read protection or this bootloader on, then it's not possible to make updates that are not signed. So here we hand over the key so that other people, so like Kanoinat and Mike, can make firmware updates where they sign it with their keys. But if you have, for example, here you have like releases that are not on the, it's not releases, this is like better, not sure what the exact term is, but this is like firmwares that are not like officially released, and that also could cause harm, of course. But some are already like in the master. Here this like looks good, but it's not already in the release. And then there are also some that are only a PR, and I can link this also here in the video description. And yeah, if you have like a current firmware, is the official firmware, and you want to install such a release or not such a firmware, then it's important that then it's necessary to remove the bootloader. So this is like it is read protection that protects yourself from installing by mistake harmful firmware, and you would need to remove that. And the currently simplest way is with the STM32Cube programmer. So I already installed that. And with this, it is possible to remove the bootloader so that you can install firmware that is where it's possible to have this other firmware running. And what I'm going to do now, I have already here disco board where the another fork is running, and I'm going to install now the official firmware, and then I'm going to put another fork on it, and I can show you how that works, because for this we need to remove the bootloader. I have a camera here. Let me show if I can share this. Okay, I think you should see this now. I need to connect my board. And now share. I already share my screen, right? Is everything? Yeah, I think you should see everything. And here we have, the board, and now we want to install a firmware, and you can get, like, the normal firmware from if you go on Specter DIY, release is here 1.9.0. We install that. And from there, we can just drag and drop it into the other folder. Let me show how this works. Here I have the new firmware. As I already had it in my download folder, it had this one here. I will remove that. And we can just plug it, drag it into the folder, and then everything is installing here, like you see. Hope you see the camera. Do you see? Take some time. And I think, yeah, we are done. Here it shows read protection, our bootloader is active, and we could reboot it now. And now we have the normal Specter firmware installed. Now we are going to remove it. And in order to remove it, we need to open the STM32Cube programmer. We connect to the board. Here it's already opening, but if we would put normal firmware on it, it's not, so you cannot flash anything here, because upgrades are only available via SD card, and the other updates are and everything is blocked through the bootloader, so which is not from Specter, so you cannot flash anything else. And now I press connect when I'm in Cube programmer. it says error data read failed. This is no problem. This it shows always this error message, and there's no problem with that. You just press OK. Then you head over to OB. If you're like somewhere here, OB is the tab where you want to go, and then read out protection. Here we have 5.5, and you need to turn it to AA, and then you can close this and go to write protection. On write protection, here this a check mark is not set, but we need to set it, and just press apply. Now it needs some time. Here the manual says nothing about that, but it's important that we wait until everything is on. Okay, option bytes successfully programmed. Okay, then we disconnect, and only after we press disconnect we can like remove the power here if we want. And now we can reinstall any firmware we want. So we can also close the STM32 programmer and this here as well. And like I said, we can have here like all the under Crypto Advanced Specter DIY actions, workflows, build, YML. We have all the different like what's that? This forks, which we can install, and now we can. What do we want to install? Yeah, maybe some fork here. I don't know. Maybe this one. We can just click on it, and here it could be that we need to press something like run or something, and rerun all jobs. I think this is normally there is no. Sometimes there is no run. We can like rerun this, and this just needs to be done one time, so that everything can be installed. And there is like nothing special with it. It just doesn't happen automatically because GitHub wants to save some computing power, I think. And you see what is interesting? Here, the display turns black after you disable the read protection. So the firmware isn't running after that. With the later on, when we have like only the fork running on the device, then it's no problem. Then the firmware is showing something on it, and we can like just install via the the mini USB cable. We can install other forks, and we don't. Everything just works just with its drag and drop. Currently, as we want to have the main firmware as secure as possible, that's currently not supported. It will not be supported, so that's the idea. Okay, it takes a lot of time. I think you know what you need to click. I'm going to go to another release or not to another fork, so that we can just move forward. Let's go maybe to this one here. And then we can download it and save it. I'm going to open the folder where it's in, extract it. So it's here in German, but I think you get where you need to click or what you need to do. And then we can just drag and drop it into the into our disco board folder. Here we have it. So it's now fresh and clean, kinda. We can just insert the firmware, the bin, into the device, and everything flashes like it always does. Important here is, of course, if you do something like removing the bootloader or something, of course, the anti-phishing words are changing. And this is like really, really beneficial, so that if someone would install any other fork or anything on your device, you would see it as the anti-phishing words you hopefully wrote down after you set up your like productive Specter device. And then you would see, okay, there's something strange, and you could check if like the right firmware is on it, and you could like make an update or anything, or like, yeah, maybe even like removing the bootloader as well, installing everything yourself again to make sure that there is no malicious fork on your Specter running. Okay, and now we have like the fork running, looks good as well. And yeah, we could test this here. I don't have, so this would like now make the the M3Y scanner work properly. I'm not going to show it right here as I don't have, I even have a thing. This is not the right scanner. Yeah, but now I could like show you that the things that should work are working. And what I also want to show you is, of course, where this belongs to. So you can always see, I think here, this is the pull request. And then you can head over to pull requests, enter this number here. No, it's, what number was it? Was it this number? Yeah, I have open here. Need to remove that. Show change address ETX. Notice something else. Yeah, it was the one I had at first. If we enter this number, then we see the PR. You can also like see everything here. And yeah, then we can also like, if we tested it and everything works good, we could comment that below this PR. I already did this here, for example. This was me, where I tested everything and provided some feedback, which works, what works not. And if you want to help us, then yeah, just if there's some demand for some better versions running, then you can test them, provide feedback, so we can fix the issues. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you today, so that you, if you are not a developer, if you don't know how to code, can also help improving the product, the Specter project, just with providing some test results. Yeah, that's about the call today. Today a little bit like with a little bit less people in here, but I think it was interesting, hopefully, and helped you if you want to better test. Thanks for listening. Bye.